Hello everyone.
Hi.
So I think you all are settled in now. So let's start with the GD. So I'm your class Speakathon coordinator from BTech ID third year, here to conduct the group discussion on the topic our nation's name, India or Bharat. So I think we should first introduce ourselves to the other member of this group discussion. So may we go now? Bhanumati, you can start your
Everyone,
introduction.
I am Muskan from BTech IT third year.
Hello everyone, myself Happy. I am from BTech IT third year.
Hello everyone, my name is Bharat and I'm from BTech ID third.
Hello everyone, myself Deepak from BTech IT third year.
BTech IT third year.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanishq. I am from BTech IT third year.
Hi there, it's Anshul Sen from BTech IT third year.
Hey everyone, I'm Vineet from BTech IT third year.
So now, as we are done with the introduction part, let's move to the next section of this group discussion, where individually each person have to represent their views on this topic. So the topic is very close to our heart because it's on our nation. So recently, our government had decided to internationally introduce our country's name, which was India, recognized by other countries. Now it's recognized by the name of Bharat, which was historically in textbook and in journal internationally was already recognized by as Bharat, but now some certain new actions are being conducted by the Indian government, and as we know, the India's name is changed to Bharat. So let's start with the second section of this group discussion, where individually you have to um, present your views on this. So let's start with the participant. So we are continuing with Muskan. Muskan, are you ready? Hello, Muskan. I think Muskan has
Unmute
lost
yourself,
his.
Muskan. No, unmute yourself. Yes.
जैसे
हाँ,
हमें पता है
okay,
कि हमारा
Muskan.
देश का नाम इंडिया और भारत दोनों, और ये नाम जो है हमारा ऑफिशियली है, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू मी जो हमारे देश का नाम है वो मतलब कि भारत को प्रायोरिटी ज्यादा देनी चाहिए, क्योंकि जो भारत है उसका एक डीप मीनिंग है, और जैसे कि इंडिया है उसका अपने आप में कोई डीप मीनिंग नहीं है, बट हम ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते कि इंडिया हमारे लिए देश के लिए अच्छा नाम नहीं है। बट आज जो इंडिया ने इस वर्ल्ड के अंदर जो रेपुटेशन बना के रखी है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग आज जो इंडिया स्टैंड कर रहा है, उसके अकॉर्डिंग जो दूसरे लोग हैं वो मानते हैं कि वो मानते हैं कि हमारे देश ने काफी अचीवमेंट अचीव किया है। बट ऐसा नहीं है कि भारत में अपने आप में एक डीप मीनिंग रखता है। द वर्ड भारत मीन्स engaged with light or radiance, which means the light of love, compassion, creativity, intelligence, unity, diversity and human values। इसलिए मेरे व्यू के अकॉर्डिंग जो हमारे देश का नाम है वो भारत को ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी देनी चाहिए।
Okay, thank you, Muskan. Next participant, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Muskan, for your views. Before going to any conclusion that what should be the name of our country, I would like to highlight the history behind these names. Since India is an ancient country, so as we all know, the civilization in this Indian subcontinent has started with the Indus Valley. We all know the Indus Valley civilization. So if we go to the Vedic period, at that time there was a civilization called Sapt Sindhu. It's called Sapt Sindhu because the major river, which is the major river along with this civilization has existed is Sindhu River. Along with six other rivers, as we all know that 5 rivers from Punjab and one Saraswati which got extinct before a long time. So this civilization known as Sindhu, and people call themselves as Bharata. we all know about the great King Bharat. He also came from this civilization. So Bharat name came from the civilization which is previously called as Sub-Sindhu. The Sub-Sindhu name, when this name, since India has a rich cultural history, when this name came to Persians, modern day Iran. So Persians do not pronounce H, so they do not pronounce S, sorry, S. So they transferred this name from Sindhu to Hindu. And when this name travel away from in Middle East, Middle East to Persia, and Persia to Greek. So Greek do not have the letters like U and I. So U and H, like these words, they are not comfortable with these words. So they this Sindhu to Hindu to Indus. So and when this word goes to Latin, so they converted it into India. So India is not a word which is given by the Britishers. It is a ancient word way before the Britishers came to India. So that is my views on this topic.
Great, Happy. You are very much familiar with this topic. So let's further proceed with the next participant. You had.
Thanks, Vansh. So I'm agree with Happy, because the name Bharat was derived from our ancient literature, ancient literature, and also like this name is also mentioned in the Vedas and like Mahabharata and Ramayana. So in fact, other countries, other nations known that our country is profound with the rich history and emperors. So like it's a
Bharat, you can turn off your video. Your audible is not clear. You can turn off your video. So I think Bharat has lost his network. So next participant, please.
Clear one.
Hello, Deepak. You are not audible, Deepak.
Am I?
Now it's okay. You can continue.
um, audible ones.
Yes, Bharat, you are audible. You can continue now.
So I would like to say ki in the article, in the constitution, in fact in article 1, like it is mentioned ki, like India, that is Bharat. So in fact it is wondering us ki, like in the recent meeting, G20 meeting, so it wonders us ki, how does Bharat, but
Bharat, we should stop now.
I
Your internet connection
think
is
it's
poor.
not a big issue, it's not a concern, big concern.
Hello, Bharat.
Deepak, you may give your points now, I think.
Deepak, I think you
Okay.
should continue.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes,
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 Deepak,
Deepak,
you are.
absolutely.
Deepak, your audio is not audible. So can you adjust it? Only I am facing this problem, or everyone is facing? Deepak's voice is not coming.
Yes. We
Yes,
also are not able
we
to
also
hear him.
are unable to hear Deepak.
Deepak, your voice is not
You
audible. Deepak, you can turn off your video if there is something network issue.
I think we should have to move on the next participant. Deepak may join
We can.
after some time.
Okay, next participant, please.
Hello everyone. me, this topic arose during the G20 meeting where our Prime Minister recognized himself as Prime Minister of Bharat instead of Prime Minister of India.
Happy, Hardik, your audio is
Yes.
not audible.
You should
Hello.
have to speak slowly and less loudly. Then I think this is the issue.
India is our identity, but Bharat is like our history and emotions. That issue arose when the opposition party formed an alliance named India. From there, this issue arose, and if we look into the past, there was a case in 2016 where a person filed the case regarding the same. At that time, the ruling party, which was BJP, it highlighted that there is no need of such name. But now, when opposition has named themselves as India, this issue is risen up.
Hardik, you unmuted.
Where we use Bharat. In other countries also use the same, like Zhonghua in Chinese, Chin in Hindi, and Chinese in English. We also have many names like Reserve Bank of India in English, and Bharatiya Reserve Bank in Hindi. Our policies also are named as India, like Skill India, Digital India. There was no such issue before the formation of alliance. So I suggest that the name should be kept both India and Bharat.
So great political views, Hardik. Okay, so next
I
participant,
agree with
please.
Hardik, but I agree with Hardik. So that on the 5th September, Times Now reported that Modi government will likely bring to resolution a parliament to change the name of country, and the name could be changed from India to Bharat. As soon as the news separate, some people taking side on social media that some said India is better and other believe in Bharat. And some polls are also running on internet that asking people what should be the name of country. Means after 70 plus year of independence, there are running polls on what should be the name of country. BJP politician Harna Singh Yadav and others said that in the word India is an insult given by British, but in our constitution the first line is India, that is Bharat, shall be the state of shall be the union state. और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का नाम ही इंग्लिश में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया है और हिंदी में भारत का संविधान। और जो वो महान लोग थे जिन्होंने आजादी दिलवाई, उन्होंने अपने देश को 2 नाम दिए, दैट इज इंडिया एंड भारत। और जो सीनियर पॉलिटिशियन राजनाथ सिंह है, उन्होंने भी इंडिया का नाम डेंजरस बताया और उन्होंने कहा कि जो फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे वाजपेयी, उन्होंने एक श्लोक दिया था शाइनिंग इंडिया, तो एंड ही लॉस्ट। सो द जो अपोजिट पार्टी है उन्होंने अलायंस किया कि इंडिया, उन्होंने चूज किया इंडिया नाम एज अ एक्रोनोमी। सो उन्होंने, राजनाथ सिंह ने बीजेपी के पक्ष में बोलते हुए कहा कि जो अपोजिट पार्टी है वो हार जाएगी, जैसे कि ये अपने वाजपेयी हार गए थे। तो इसी वजह से जो बीजेपी है वो इस बीजेपी और जो मोदी की गवर्नमेंट है वो इसके खिलाफ होगी, इंडिया के खिलाफ। अगर उन्हें पहले ही अगर मतलब भारत इंडिया से इतनी वो थी कि इंडिया नाम इंसर्ट है या कुछ है, तो उन्होंने जैसे गवर्नमेंट स्कीम चलाई, स्किल इंडिया, खेलो इंडिया, वो भी ये भारत के नाम पे ही करते। तो मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर आपको भारत नाम अच्छा लग रहा तो आप इंडिया को बुरा बोलोगे। दोनों नाम इंडिया, हिंदू, हिंदुस्तान, भारत सब मतलब सेम ही है। ऐसा एक दूसरे के खिलाफ इंसर्ट ना फैलाओ। एंड दिस माय
Okay, thank you, Manimati. You have a great social media and political views on this topic. So let's move to the next participant. Tanish, you may proceed now.
I agree with the Bhanumati. Both the names are used for our country, both the names India and Bharat are used interchangeably in the country. The Constitution of India recognizes both names, and Article 1 of Constitution uses both names to refer to our country. The name India is used in the official documents and international relations, while the name Bharat is used in traditional and cultural context. Thank you.
Okay, Tanish, let's move to the next participant. Anshul.
Hello, am I audible? One?
Yes, you are. You can continue.
So, my point of view on this topic is let me start from the very start of the name Bharat. Who gave this name to this country? Lord Krishna. He named this country when he crowned Yudhishthir as the king of whole world, as Samrat Yudhishthir. He gave this name to the country Bharatvarsh, and then this name passed on from generation to generation as a uh, uh, sign of the Bharatvansh. After that, there was a Indus Valley civilization, which was earlier called Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata. And the main difference came when Britishers invaded India, and the name was changed mainly during the time of Britishers, like India. There is a meaning behind India, that INDIA, independent nation declared in August. So yes, there is a meaning, but as we can see that our emotions are uh, attached to our culture, and uh, when we see the first page of the Constitution, it says that India Arthat Bharat. And 2 years ago, a file was cased in Supreme Court that it should be named Bharat Arthat India. So the Supreme Court rejected the point, and the case was closed. But now the issue is still rising up. So, in my point of view, both names have their own importance. But I would like to support from my side that Bharat is an international. Bharat could be an international representative name. Likewise, Germany have also its own name, Deutschland. It call itself Deutschland, its own people called. But internationally, it is called Germany. So yes, there could be two names, but to represent the country internationally, I would consider from my side that it should be Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, Anshul. Great views and history presented by Anshul. So let's move to Vinith. You may proceed now.
Well, I agree from all of you, but I would like to add some of
Vinith, your internet connection is.
points, but aimed at the.
Vinith, your voice is not clear.
Am I audible?
Your voice is not coming clearly.
Am I audible?
Now you are good to go. Okay.
So I was saying, as we go deep into our history, we all know that India was named as Bharatvarsh. We all know who Bharat was. Bharat was a great Indian king.
Vinith, your voice is not audible. So now
Audible,
it's your
Vansh?
turn. Yes, you can continue.
Okay. So as everyone has mentioned and pointed out that India has two names constitutionally regarding giving both names equal and equal importance. And in our history and our culture, we have known India in various other forms like with the very great Ramayana and all those times it was known as Aryavart, and then we could say Hindustan is also our name. But the question here is that what should be our name by which we could be get no recognized internationally, and internally we might have whatever suits us, and our forefathers who were the makers of our constitution thought thoroughly and gave equal importance by thinking and having various group discussions, debates, and all that. Now, with the recent G20 summit, this question came into existence, that should we consider changing the name officially internationally? And that is kind of very crucial, because it's not about what do you think is important. It's about how it will impact us in positive way and what it will cost us. So there's some of you us have mentioned that it is uh, connected to our roots, to our history, and to our culture. But the thing is that just by a name, how much can you define and how much can you save your culture? If you and your coming upcoming generations are not well aware about their culture by all their stories, then how much culture can be saved by just giving a name with international recognition, given the fact that internally in India we will be giving and acknowledging our nation with the same name, Bharat. So the question is that should we give that much focus on changing it internationally? And I guess that it's not that much worth it right now at this moment to acknowledge it. So that's from my side.
Thank you, Deepak. So, after all your opinions, I think we have a very good understanding about this topic. So, let's move to the next section where we all are going to participate. So, I will give you a statement where you have to all participate. So, currently, we all know the history of India and how the name India came into play and how Bharat is recognized Hindi in Hindi language, and India is recognized in English language, and many other things as we have discussed. Uh, so now the political issue is arising. Socially, the political parties are uh, creating some agendas that this is not in a futuristic development, and I think some news has came in which we have to give money for this change in the name. So I want to ask you guys, what you guys think, how this gonna contribute to our country's development? So if everybody wants to participate, then you can.
Yes, Vansh, I want to add that since you mentioned that it is not simple things to change a name of a country. We can take an example of a city that previously named as Allahabad and now it is named as Prayagraj. Estimation said that this name changing cost approximately 300 crores for government. So this is not a small amount. Now we consider it as the level of India, which is the most diverse nation on this planet. And if you want to change the name of our country, and the researchers consider it as the name of research consider it a magazine name Outlook magazine has analyzed the name changing cost of India. It would approximately cost $2 billion, which is such a huge amount for a developing country like India just to change its name. So I don't think it's economical for us to suddenly change our name, or changing our name is not an easy process, because as I mentioned earlier, there were two ways we can change our two ways to change name in our country. First is common simple majority amendment, and second is special majority amendment. So if we want to change the name of our country, we should have to follow the second term special majority amendment, in which we should have to give the two-third majority in the parliament. For a normal law or normal law to pass in parliament, we should need only 50% majority. We should only need 50% votes. So, but for changing a name, we should need approximately two-third of the majority, and also more than half a state should also agree on this topic to change the name. So that's from
Okay.
my views.
Great. Okay. So any other participant wants to give the answer to my query?
Yes, Vansh, I also certainly agree with Happy that not only it will not be economical, but I certainly don't see value addition by this specific change. As I mentioned in my viewpoint, that although we might argue that it is related to our roots and to our culture, but changing internationally, it won't. I don't think it will change the perspective of other nations towards us in any form by changing India to Bharat. Because even though they will be addressing us with the name Bharat, they won't be getting or acknowledging our cultural heritage just by changing the name. And the same goes within the country itself. Because if we change it in the form of at international platform, then all the cultural diversity and everything remains the same apart from changing the name. And I don't think it will be contribute or adding value in any form to us. So that's all.
Okay, so Tanish, happy. Hardik,
Yes,
you want to continue? So girls
yes, Deepak.
wants to participate.
Yes. Once I want to
Happy,
add.
happy. I'm cutting you here, but we have other participants. So participants.
Okay.
I would like to have their views. Then we will continue with happy. Please,
I want to
if
add
anyone
a
wants
little thing only that Deepak
Okay,
mentioned.
okay.
I want to add one thing only that Deepak, you mentioned that a cultural root which is considered with our names, that we can understand it with an example. Recently, Turkey has changed its name from Turkey to Turkey. But we can see that world is people officially it is called Turkey, but people still recognize it as Turkey. We can also see an example of Myanmar. Many people still call it Burma, which is its ancient name. So we can see that cultural importance for a name of a country is very important. We can consider it. There is a difference in the value of made in America, made in Pakistan, made in Iran. So made in India is not just a name, it is a tag which is given by the world to us. So we should also have to preserve it.
Yes,
Yes, so
exactly. I certainly agree with you.
basically, after you both discuss this, I
Yes,
think the main thing is that
there
we
are
should
some points.
culturally support that
Hello,
that Bharat
hello,
attachment we have. We should contribute education. We should give education to people
hello.
actually before we should take action internationally. I think we should be contributing within our country itself first. So Anshul, I think you like to share something. You can.
Yes, I would like to add some points that Deepak said that it won't affect as much as in the country as the same as external countries. So there are some point of views in which I would like to oppose that the currently which for what we are learning and for what we are seeking our education is only the future of our country. And it is the main point for which we can consider that our youth is mm, now having a concern about our country to be named as Bharat. I know that it would take that much money, but it's about some feelings and attachments regarding emotions of some generations that would be a greater change in mindset of all the people in the country. So that's my
Okay.
point.
Okay. So I would like uh, to say all the participants that if you can switch on your videos, then it would be great. Please, who can switch on their videos, please. And all the girls, please participate. Bharat Tanish, you have any views? Hardik? Okay. Anyone like to contribute?
What I see is it
Hello.
is becoming
So I would like
more.
to say once.
Bharat, next you will say. First, Hardik should continue.
What I think it's more like a political agenda nowadays. But if we see it's not that political agenda. It should it's no- it's it is becoming political agenda due to the name of the political party, but it's our culture that we should preserve. Bharat is our emotions. We should consider it like our Prime Minister presented in G20 himself as the Prime Minister of Bharat. We are initiating it we are initiating it to the world to identify our nation as Bharat. it would we are now making the tag made in Bharat on many items, as Happy mentioned. This would create the it's like an illusion. It would create illusion in people of mind, and day by day it would take time, and then it will become the habit of people, and by the time we can recognize it as Bharat also.
So
Thank you.
so any other student? Vinith?
So
Bharat.
okay, I would like to say
Bharat.
once I would like to say like it's good ki India has represented himself as with the name Bharat, and just to, like it's good to embrace our culture and historical events, and to highlight our historical events, to make it known to the other nations. It costs us a lot because India is like a brand in India. It is used by many other brands like Reliance's, Indian Oil's. So it will be difficult for and even in a documentations, it will be difficult for us to change at like in a single day, or like it's going to take a long. It's been a long journey to make it a change to just convert into the Bharat, India to Bharat. Like it is not valuable in fact.
Okay, Bharat. Any of you eight, if somebody wants to share something, we are going to end this duty.
जैसा कि एपी ने बोला कि अगर हम अपनी कंट्री का नाम इंडिया से भारत चेंज करते हैं तो वो इकोनॉमिकल तो हो गई, बट इट कैन ऑल्सो ब्रिंग अन whole new revolution in the country.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Bhanumati, Tanishq, Vinith.
We are still a growing country. We should have to focus on more major issues like poverty and other developments. Our Constitution Assembly already discussed this fact that what our country's name should be, India or Bharat. So we should have to respect their views on this topic, and we can give our views. But Bharat and India both are our official name. Both are our official name. I would like to clear all of you. You can use India if you want. You can use Bharat if you want to use it. That's
Okay.
all from my side.
So I think all of you have given your opinion and thoughts. So I would like to conclude this GD. So after hearing you all and after having my own opinion, I think it's not the issue that our country's name is changed now. The issue is what change does this change make? I mean, economically, emotionally, physically, or we have to educate people about the Indian. I'm so impressed that all my batchmates know so much history about India, how the name Bharat came, how the name India came. And I think people don't know this. This is the reason why people are debating politically, and people are Twitter is full of this all debates, and social media agendas, political agendas are. This happens in all the country, and we should not invest our time in this debate whether it should be named India or Bharat. Both their names have their own values, but the real issue which we should um, raise our voice is that what change does it make? If government is unable to identify the change which this is making, then I think this is not that impactful, because economically, as Happy and Deepak told, that it's harmful economically, and emotionally people are attached. Some are attached to Bharat, some are attached to India. We are very enthusiastic that when India play India, we are very connected to all these things. So I think at last this isn't the issue, that we should not create a debate against this. Name isn't the issue, but the change which this change in name is making is important, and we should um, we should contribute to that, and we should solve our political issues and should not insult any Bharat or India. So let's end this GD. Thank you all to participate, and
Thank you.
this is Vansh, your class coordinator, because I'm coordinator. So okay, have a good day.